Hello everybody. We have some great information to put out today. Wonderful day today. Gonna be watching my social distance. Gonna talk about some great stuff today. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Coinbase, CoinMarketCap, Masternodes, staking, mining, and of course Bitcoin. If you stay through the end, got some tidbits on some apps that you can get that you can put some currency into and actually make a profit on, just leaving it set there. Give those to you at the end. You get Coinbase. They're going to be selling some software to the DEA and also the IRS. Yeah, they're looking at making about $250,000 for the software. So if you use Coinbase anywhere in the United States or abroad, that this software will be able to provide information to the DEA, Drug Enforcement Agency of the United States, and also the IRS from the United States. This software is an analytic software and it's supposed to be public information only. We'll see how that goes. Masternodes, nodes, staking, and mining. Okay, I've talked about Bitcoin before. And in Bitcoin, we have nodes and we have miners. The nodes take all the information that has existed about those Bitcoin transactions and adds them to the ledger. We'll just keep it simple like that. So on each one of these nodes, they take all the information and they put it on the ledger. So they have a fully downloaded ledger of all the Bitcoin that have ever happened, ever transacted in history. And they download that. That's why the requirement for a node is a lot into how much memory the node has. So that's a Bitcoin node. Nodes in Bitcoin are also a part of proof of work. And that's where the miners come in. The miners use electricity to actually process the transactions. Once the nodes add them to the ledger and package the different transactions that need to go together inside of a block. So that's a node. So some of the cost in proof of work is the nodes don't get paid. They are all over the world, but they don't get paid. Then you have miners. A piece of mining equipment can cost $3,000 to $5,000, and they get paid for processing those transactions. That's proof of work. Then you have proof of stake. Inside of proof of stake, to make those transactions happen, you've got masternodes. Masternodes, how they work are usually VPS, virtual private server. You can host that at home, or you can host that virtually, that server, for a minimal cost, about $5 to $10 a month. So you can put the software onto that server and become a Masternode. Another requirement to be that Masternode is you have to put up so many coins. Depending on the cryptocurrency that you're doing, it can be 1,000 coins, it can be 10,000 coins, it can be 100,000 coins. And if that coin cost $2 a piece, $8 a piece, you can see how the cost can go up tremendously. So Masternodes can cost quite a bit. On the other hand, a Masternode, once you get it set up, not much to it. It just pretty much continues to run as long as you pay that VPS fee, $5 to $10 a month. It'll just keep on going. Or you keep that server up at your house, keep the uptime up to be pretty good. Another consideration for that Masternode is that you're going to have some type of skill in order to apply that software to that VPS. Different types of Masternodes are getting very, very good at helping out and helping people to become Masternode operators. In that, they can provide assistance in setting up that Masternode. That would be a hot node. So a Masternode can come in two forms, a hot node and a cold node. Hot node is someone's helping you set that thing up, and for everything there's usually a fee, but you don't have to have hardly any knowledge of setting up a VPS or hosting that Masternode. All you need to do is pay for that service and reap the rewards if there are any. Then you have cold nodes, cold Masternodes. That is where you set them all up yourself, as I was explaining before. So proof of stake, talking about Masternodes, which can come in the form of cold storage or hot storage. Then you have staking. If you're not wanting to do a Masternode due to it being the technical difficulty, or you don't have the coins to put up front for the Masternode, you can do what is called staking. What staking is the same opportunity as the node, of course not at as high of a price, where you may not have the skill or the coins to do a Masternode. You can do staking. What staking is you're just putting in a percentage of what's required to be on that Masternode. How that works behind the scenes is that there are Masternodes out there that people are willing to sell a portion of at a higher fee, but your effort or your work will be minimized tremendously and still realize a profit potentially. So, proof of stake. Masternodes, whether they be hot storage or cold storage, and staking. So then you have proof of work, such as Bitcoin. There's many others out there that are proof of work, but just use the example of Bitcoin. Has a node and also miners. Now that I've covered a little bit about what proof of stake is, now we need to do our due diligence. We need to do our research to make sure that we're investing into a coin so that we can make a profit and not lose our money. Two of the best places I've found for researching in the proof of stake world is this coinmarketcap.com and masternodes.online. Inside each one of these research tools, you can find different staking opportunities, Masternode opportunities. Also tells you websites, historical patterns, gives you all the information about what this coin is, what this Masternode is, how long it's been around. At the bare minimum, need to look at the capitalization and the volume, trading volume. Those are a couple key features. You need to read the white paper to find out what this coin is and how it provides value in the future. It's all about value. If you have a product out there that is of no value to you, why would you put your money into it? So, value, currently and in the future, is the most important aspect of the product. Masternodes.online will have links to help you get to different locations where you can set up a Masternode or staking opportunities. There are a couple places out there that I would recommend that I've used in the past and are pretty reliable, as long as you've done your research, is stakecube.net, stakecube.net, and also Midas.investments. Go get an account with each one of those and see the different coins that they have inside and services that they provide for those coins, whether they be a Masternode service and also staking services. They all take Bitcoin, so you can take Bitcoin, put them into these accounts. But before you move any transactions, make sure you do your research. Little tidbit: anytime you send a transaction, put the dollar amount in there that you want to send, or Bitcoin amount that you want to send, either one. Make sure that's in the correct position. You don't want to send one Bitcoin when you send $1. Also, the same thing is that you don't want to send a bad address to a bad address. So once you send it, it's gone. So I always take a look at the first 2 or 3 letters, last 2 or 3 letters in that chain, in that address. So when you copy it and paste it, make sure there isn't a space in front of the address or behind the address. That is a change in the address, and it's not going to go where you want it to go. Good little nugget there for you. I'd like to also put out some information, and I am not a professional advisor of any sort. Any of the information or in this content is strictly for entertainment and general purposes only. Hey, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit the like button if you like it. And if you don't like it, hit the don't like button down there with the thumbs down. Leave me a message and tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I can improve upon it. You made it this far for a reason, so let me know how I can help. Even if you don't put a like or dislike, hit the subscribe button. Also put a comment in there so that I can make future content that you're looking for. It really interests me. I enjoy responding to different comments I get. Now, I have changed the structure of how I present the information based upon that content. Okay, a little bit of information, and I promised at the beginning, not that this is the end, but it's getting close to the end, is a couple of apps. More and more people are just using their phones rather than computers nowadays. Majority of the population in the world uses a phone rather than a computer. If you're holding cryptocurrency, and they have it on their site, Crypto.com pays you interest for putting your cryptocurrency on the site. If you do certain things, you can get up to 18% interest on some of those coins. Great opportunity to make money just leaving something on a site. Now, do remember that if it is on one of these sites, such as Crypto.com, you don't own the keys to it. So you are taking a bit of a risk. There is one out there that you do own the keys. Do maintain positive control of your cryptocurrency, and that's Flitz, F-L-I-T-S, and it's under Masternode. You download it in the App Store, and Flitz lets you do Masternodes as well. Not so much on the interest side, but you can do masternodes inside Flitz and still maintain positive control of your cryptocurrency. Great opportunity there. Been doing that for a while now. I'll show you some results of some of the masternodes that I've purchased in the past and see how productive or unproductive they are. So stay tuned for a future video on just that. I'll get on the computer and show you exactly what I have. Pretty good at Excel. I like to track my stuff on daily, monthly, annual basis, percentage rates, return on investment, how much I've invested in each one of them, and what my return is. Remember, this is not professional financial information. Strictly for entertainment purposes only. There's many different investment strategies out there that you can do inside the cryptocurrency world. We talked about masternodes, cold and hot, storage. We also talked about staking, talked about nodes and mining, whether it be in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies that are doing that. So you have two different forms. Which there's proof of stake, which is the masternodes and the staking. And then you got your proof of work, which is your nodes, and also your mining. So there's different investment strategies inside there. Must be very careful and make sure that you do your due diligence on each one of these transactions that you make, whether they be in the cryptocurrency world or otherwise. You can also do different types of investments outside of the cryptocurrency world, such as REITs, investments with the stock market, whether it's going up or going down. You can trade each way on there. There's trading, different forms of trading, whether a day trader, swing trader, or a hodler, H-O-D-L, hold on for dear life. That's in the cryptocurrency world. I don't know if that is anybody else, but I know I do that. I do hodl on a few stocks and also in the cryptocurrency world. But you've got to do your due diligence. Do a lot of YouTube research Like this video here gives you a little bit of information, tidbits, but there's more detailed information out there. And if you'd like to see some of that, let me know. Give me a like down at the bottom, subscribe to my channel, give me a note, say that you'd like to see something like that, and I'll get it out to you. Some more very good information for doing some of your due diligence, and also something to talk about with some of the people that are experts in the field is if you get onto different talk channels such as Discord. If you get on there, you can see other people, you can see the experts in those specific coins that you want to learn something about, technical experts, other personnel in there that have good and bad. They can tell you what they have gone through. And also talk channels, forums, such as if you're going to get on, if you're going to do something with Bitcoin, go to Bitcoin Talk and see the different channels that are on there depending on what you want to do. Do you want to do some mining, some trading, some equipment? There's all sorts of different forums inside the forums as well. But those are two little tidbits there. Get some information where you can actually talk to somebody and they can talk back to you about the exact coin that you may be interested in. Some of the information I wanted to give you about staking and masternodes. When you get on there to do some of your due diligence, you can see some of these coins can have over a 300% return on investment, 1,000% return on investment. Now, is that a good coin? Don't know. Need to do your research. What are they all about? What are they representing? What value do they bring to you or the world? Some of the more common ones is Bitcoin. You can get that up to about 15% ROI on Bitcoin. 15%, that's pretty good just for leaving it sit there. If you're a hodler, you can leave it sit there, draw 15% off of it, and still realize the ups and downs of what Bitcoin's doing, because it's still Bitcoin. You can do that with other coins as well, just for leaving it sit there. One of the Stake Cube Net, that one there, if you look at it, different coins have different aspects to it. Some of them just pay interest. I had about $1,000, left it sitting there for a few days, and I was trading it out for another coin. And so the coin was moving really slow, so it didn't trade for a few days, just sat there. And I got interest on it for a couple of days there. Now, it was 0.0000000 whatever of a Bitcoin, which showed that I got about 2 cents. That's pretty nice, getting that. So you can look at it, what you make in small amounts, and just do a ratio of what you can get on larger amounts. It is a wonderful day today. Wonder what my wife is doing. She likes it when I think about her. Probably just kind of smiling right now for no reason. Everything's getting easier in the Bitcoin world now, in the cryptocurrency world. A little over 5,000 different cryptocurrencies out there right now. There's soon to be a lot more. Governments are getting in the game now too. You can see there's going to be a digital dollar. Don't think I'm crazy on that one. White paper's already written, and it was published a while back, and what the digital dollar and the benefits of it. Not many benefits to the average person, but to banks, a lot of big benefits to the banks. So what you could do with the digital dollar is decentralize it. That won't happen, but if you did, take out all the middlemen. You get the question every once in a while, what are some of the scams that are out there? Probably the biggest one is the one on YouTube now, where they'll have gates. It'll be split into 4 sections, four quadrants on the screen. Bottom right-hand section, or one of the sections, have someone famous on there, such as Bill Gates, the head of Coinbase, whoever it is. They'll have that person giving a speech, which they do these things all the time, and they're always recorded. And they'll just leave that running in the bottom right-hand corner. In the other section, it'll be telling you that this person is into Bitcoin, and you could actually be making money doing Bitcoin by sending them, for example, 1 Bitcoin, and they'll give you 3 back, or something in those lines. These are total scams. Do not fall for this. Do not send them any money. Okay, there's no get-rich-quick scheme out there. Another scam that I've found is that this one here will happen on Facebook. This one here happens to me also on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn quite a bit. So people will say, hey, how you doing? I'm into Bitcoin too. I'm an investor. I'm a Bitcoin investor, or some type of investor into Bitcoin, or whatever they're an investor for. And they'll say, hey, would you like to trade for dollars? See, it is quite profitable. If I could sell my Bitcoin at least 6%, then I turn around and bring it back into Bitcoin and keep on doing that over and over again. If I can do quite a few trades of those, that's a lot of money I can make just trading out Bitcoin. And people do want to have Bitcoin anonymously. A couple risks with that there. One, person won't send you cash. But when you send that Bitcoin, it's sent. So make sure that you have the dollars first. Dollars can be re-pulled back up. Just look at your Visa card or anything else. Someone steals your stuff, you can usually get it back without any problem. Other things in the line of scams, not quite a scam. There are some real ones out there, but profitability on those are minimal. Plus, they can take your money as well. Your Bitcoin is online mining, where you buy shares, hash time, terahashes. You buy it online, someone else mines their stuff for you. You need to own the equipment. There are some lease options out there that can be pretty beneficial, but you have to watch out for any of those type of operations where you don't actually own the mining equipment. Hey, I'm just doing a YouTube video. Got my notes here.
Recording a video?
Yeah.
What? You're recording?
Yeah. I just press a button here and it starts recording. Had to stop there and talk to someone. They seen that I had this little selfie stick going and my phone up there and notes in my hand, and they're going, what you doing? YouTube video. So what you talking about? Bitcoin. Oh, I know about Bitcoin. So we talked about it, and he's into the travel industry, so therefore he's looking at making transactions in the travel, not necessarily paying for the travel, because Expedia does that too. They take Bitcoin and they take a few other cryptocurrencies. And that transaction time is very quick. He was saying that to actually use the blockchain technology he didn't know what platform it's being used in, but the blockchain technology in Ethereum could probably handle something like that. So I didn't know, I can't talk into that aspect, but I said just probably watch a few YouTube videos on that subject and probably get some more information. So that's interesting. People have their own stories and how they dealt with or are dealing with different forms of cryptocurrencies, blockchain technologies, and how they can help and provide value in their industry. So that's one that I'm gonna have to ponder on right there. A couple of years ago, I used to do some seminars about once a month in Ohio, just to provide information that I had, and a lot to gather information on what other people are doing with cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, but other cryptocurrencies as well. The whole cryptocurrency network has changed dramatically over the years, over the last couple of years, and it's changing so fast right now. It's crazy. It's wonderful to keep up with, challenge. And I try to envelop as much information as I can about cryptocurrency so that I could use that for investments for myself, for information for myself and other people, so that I can give that information out and that other people can benefit from it. One dramatic thing about Bitcoin is you're either for it or not for it. Cryptocurrency, you're either doing it or not doing it. And in saying that, said, I'm all in. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it all the time. Other people don't want to hear about it. So if you're talking to other people about cryptocurrency, talk about it and let it go. If they have questions, they'll ask. I've had a lot of successes with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Had a lot of failures. I do think that cryptocurrencies are the wave of the future. Will be going up dramatically here in the very near future. They've gone up dramatically already. Just take a look at Bitcoin. And that example that I was doing just in trading and investing compared to a hodler, my investments made, I think it was 16% when I did trading, and over a little over a 30-day period. And then that same time, if I had just held the Bitcoin, I'd have gained 30%, give or take some there. Now, just remember, a year ago, Bitcoin was at $4,000, a year and a half ago, something like that. And now it's at 9,000. It's been over 10,000 again. It's been up to 20,000 and back down, but every year it shows improvement over and over again. Cryptocurrencies are the wave of the future. Even governments are thinking it right now. They just aren't saying it because they don't understand it. They lag behind the technology very quickly. That's why you've seen in the early days of cryptocurrency that a lot of it was done with nefarious activities. We'll just say that. Because they do take technology and reap the benefits of it very quickly and adapt it to their needs. But with a digital dollar, it'll be a realization coming up here shortly. White paper's already been written, so we'll see where that goes. Right now in China, they're actually doing a test with digital currency with McDonald's and of course Starbucks. So, two American companies trying things out in a foreign country on a digital currency. Interesting, isn't it? Multi-million-dollar corporations over there trying things out. And I don't think that it was there walking in the door and going, hey, can we try this digital currency, cryptocurrency in your country? I think it was the country approaching McDonald's and Starbucks, seeing if there's a use case for cryptocurrency on a full level. So in the past, you've heard of maybe some apps out there that do some transactions with Bitcoin, buying coffee and such. But this is a whole different ball game here. So do realize that less than 1% of the total dollars out there right now are actually in paper format anyway. They just haven't figured out how to transfer these dollars from one bank to another, to Western Union, from one country to another country, whatever it is, they haven't figured that out. It's already figured out and it's secure. It's called blockchain. All you have to do is put it into a cryptocurrency that can handle that type of volume and decentralize it. Of course, when they come out with this digital dollar, it will be centralized, will be controlled, and able for the government and their private agencies to be able to manipulate it. Cryptocurrency is the wave of the future, and it's a wave that's going to be with us for a long time. It hasn't been put out to everybody yet. People don't know about it. People don't know how to use it. In some cases, it's not transferable enough. It isn't usable enough. It isn't easy. So a lot of these things, and this is for the cryptocurrency world people out there, can my grandmother use this? Is this an iPad? So think about that. If it isn't, it's not going to work. No matter how much value it could provide, if it isn't easy to use, easy to explain, then it's not going to be usable. An example of this is like a text message. I press a button, it opens up. I press the person that I want to chat to. I write what I want to write. I hit send. They receive it. I don't need to know about the technology and how it works. But that's how easy it needs to be. And it needs to be secure. Thank you very much for being with me today. Lockjaw, and I'm out.